ngolesibili ke manje.
Uma qeda lapho into abangitshela yona wathi ukimGininda uzobhala iphepha eliyo guarantee emsebenzini ukuthi ngivele emsebenzini.
After that, Gininda then informed me that he was going to write like a letter or a note to my workplace to say or to give assurance that I was now ready to get back to work. Yebo?
Yes.
Then wathi ngizohanjiswa uMkhane noMabena.
Then informed me that Mukhane and Mabena were going to take me back.
Yes.
So endleleni kwasengithatha kuMabena uMkhane sabuyela elokweni uthatheni izinto la ngishiye khona izinto elokweni. Then into eyenzeka uma sesiphuma noMkhane uthi uMkhane wena zungu uyangolota funa inkomo yami yokuthi ngiclear ithuba.
What then happened was that Mukhane took me to where I had to go and take to where I had left my belongings. And on our way, Mukhane then said to me, you owe me, Zungu. You need to give me something for the thumbprints that were taken. So just a moment. Inkomo for ithupa zenzeka
ukuthi ithupa for umsebenzini ukuthi bengikade ngithatha ithupa ngithi bangifika eseleni.
Yes.
eSunday.
Yes, yebo. So ukuthi emsebenzini kwenze
Just
njani?
ngangimoshela umsebenzi.
Okay. You owe me because on the Sunday when we arrived, your thumbprints were taken.
Yes.
So in order to be cleared, so in order for this not to in order for you not to have a bad name at your
Yes.
workplace, so you owe me for these thumbprints for them to be cleared.
Now he's talking about the cow.
Okay, ukhuluma ngenkomo.
Yeah, ngambuza ukuthi yabe into engakanani le wathi hayi kuzoba 5,000.
I asked him how much that would be or what are we talking about, and then he said 5,000.
And this is 2020.
2020.
2020.
2020.
Oh, in 2020 cows were already selling there 14,000. Well, I don't know what kind of a cow was that. But then ultimately you ended up speaking about 5,000 rand.
Yes.
Yeah, boss athi nasikhuluma ngo 5,000.
You know, sometimes when you don't know these things, this language normally escape you. Yes. Actually, what was happening there about this cow thing and stuff like that and the 5,000? Are we begging at the season when I zoom? Bakwenzakalani?
Angifuna mama nangididekile because
I don't know to tell lies. I was confused because
uGwabini umuntu kwathiwa wayithi uGwabini fanele ubhekile then ngacela omunye umfana before sola ukuthi amkhiphele 2,000 rand so
because there was an amount for Gwabini to be bailed out or for bail to pay money for bail. And then I asked a certain gentleman, I asked someone in Fosterus to assist with that payment. It was 2,000 rand.
2,000 rand, yes.
Yeah,
So then ngathi mhlambe nami siuhamba through that situation.
so I was now like wondering, am I also now going through that same situation?
So then yaba kanjalo ukucabanga kwami.
So that's how it was according to my thinking.
But did you ultimately give out that 5,000 rand?
Ngabe wagcina usukhokha lo 5,000?
No, ngathi mangifika le engifonela ngafonela uMabena.
No, when I got there and he contacted me, I then contacted Mabena
There where? At
Kuphi?
your workplace?
Mufika
At
le
workplace ngisemsebenzini.
at my workplace.
So ultimately, you were driven back to your workplace. Who drove you there?
They drove me back to work.
Yes.
Then until because it's 21 times, so 25.
Yes.
So
It was on the 21st and then our payday was the 25th.
Yes.
then uma ngifona ngathi mina ayi ngavuma kuye then ngase ngifona uMabena
When he contacted me, I said yes to him. I then called Mabena.
ngambuza uMabena nangu umkhane ethi ngifuna imali so yokuthi angisulithupha kwenzakalani kahle kahle because nanginike iphepha lokuthi emsebenzini fanele ngibuyele emsebenzini.
I then said to Mabena, Mukhane is demanding some money from me to clear my thumbprints. What is it that is really happening? Because I was given a document. This document was to serve as a confirmation that I was going back. I had to go back to work.
Then athi ke uMabena lo muntu uyahlanya lo muntu lo.
Mabena then says to me, this person is crazy.
Yes.
Ngamtshela uGininda ukuthi akakhiphele umuntu kule case.
I informed Gininda to remove this person from this case.
Yeah, well, we understand. I think the Mabena that you, Sergeant Mabena that you're referring to, has passed on. He was involved in a car accident.
Yes.
So he's now deceased. But that's the conversation that you had with him.
Inkulumo abanayo nayo leyo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but did you ultimately have to give out that 5,000 rand as was demanded by Mukhane as his cow?
Ngabe egcineni ke wasuyikhokha yini lo 5,000 kuMokhane?
No, azengikhokha.
No, I never paid it.
So you're basically saved by the bell. You were saved by the bell in not giving out that 5,000 rand that Mukhane wanted. Had it not been for the interference of Mabena, you would have paid that money.
uma kwakuwukuthi wawungazange ukhulumisane nomabhena wawuzoyikhokha leyo mali leyo.
Futhi ogcina ikhokhe pretty much wayizoyilandela engibuza nje ngiyithupa because ngizongaluza umsebenzi if ithupha zami engqondweni.
It is clear that I was eventually going to pay it because he was going to follow up, to making follow-ups on me, kept on contacting me. If it had something to do with clearing my thumbs, then I would have ended up paying it.
Now, you also made mention of the fact that there's a 2,000 that Mr. Kwabeni had to pay. And indeed, Mr. Kwabeni said, on the day on which he got released, actually on the day on which he got released, Mr. Mohane took him to the court, but he never appeared at court. Mohane came to take him out and then also demanded 2,000 rand from him. So you're saying we are also involved there?
Ngempela ke ukhuluma ngala ngo-2000 naye ke uGwabeni ukhulumile ke ngo-2000 akakufanele ukuthi ukhokhwe ke wasegcina ke engangeni ke enkantolo. So ukuthi nalapho ukhona kuloko ku-2000.
So uma kusho uGwabeni ngafuna uLungisani wathi kudingeka i-2000 ibail for uGwabeni. Athi mina njengamanje angaholi ngizozangihole nge-26 ngicela ukuthi uhambe sengikhohle igama elifanele wasenkandla besebenza kwenye shop kwambhakaza hamba uye kuye ufike ukuthi akunikeze 2000 rand lefunekayo.
I was contacted, if Kwabeni is the one who said that, I was contacted by Lungisani,
Yes.
and said that there was 2,000 rands was needed to bail out Kwabeni. I then said that I'll only be getting paid on the 26th. Can you please go to this gentleman, he's from Kandla, he was working at a particular shop, go and get that 2,000 from the guy.
Yeah.
It's hearsay after hearsay, my lord.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not sure if
yeah,
the
I mean-
defense is going to call Lungisani to.
Yeah, no,
corroborate
I
this
understand your
part.
attitude.
Yes, God, please.
I did not understand whether it was objection or what, Maru.
Now he says he's objecting because he's been listening to all this hearsay after hearsay. That's what he is saying.
As it please the court, Maru. The court knows what happens to hearsay, Maru.
To what?
I'm
Yeah, we
saying
all know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Kwabeni, Icon, Mr. Zungu, what you're saying to this court is that you are actually the guarantor to that 2,000 rand that was used in the payment of the money that was demanded by Mr. Kwabeni. That's not hearsay, that came from Mr. Kwabeni. But you then served as a guarantor to pay back that money where it was found.
Ngayibhadala back mina imali.
I paid the money back.
But the point is, were you there?
Well,
No, I was not a
All this, where do you get this
Ah,
news?
yeah,
You're
but
just
it was
imagining
us.
it. Hello, where do you get this why badala? You're a guarantor. Where do you get that version? Because you know I'm asking this. You're a matriculant. You passed matric, is that not so?
Hello?
Yes. Yes. So I'm treating you as an educated black man, as opposed to treating you as an uneducated black man. Just know that. Okay.
Ufuna ke uyawazi ke ukuthi ngikhuluma nawe ke nanjengomuntu ke omnyama ofundileke ngongafani ke nomuntu omnyama ongafundile.
So, Maru, I don't want to take issues up with this court. Is then the court alleging that the
I'm not
information
alleging
that he
anything.
said?
I'm not alleging anything. I'm saying I've been listening to the evidence.
Yes.
He told me he's a matriculant.
Yes.
And I take him as an educated black man.
Yes.
Not as an uneducated black man. That's all I'm saying.
No, but what's that supposed to mean, Maru?
It
in the
means he's
context of his
educated
testimony?
up to matric.
Yes, that I
Fine.
understand.
Yeah,
People
fine.
get educated, they have doctorates and everything. We sit with the doctor here.
What
Dr.
about this
Zibande.
doctor?
Yes.
I don't know where you're getting to.
No, but what I'm saying, Maru, in the context of this witness's testimony, the court is saying I'm treating you as an educated black man. What
Yes.
is that supposed to mean in the context of him?
It means exactly that.
Thank you, Maru. It means
Exactly that.
Thank you. Now, you are saying you are the guarantor to the money that it was requested from you that Kwabeni said was, and Kwabeni told this court, that's not hearsay, that Kwabeni said he had to pay over to Mohane.
Uthi ke uthi wena ke owaba isiqinisekiso ke sokuthi ke yebo leyo mali leyo efunwa ke uyena ke uGwabeni ukuthi ezohamba uyibhadala ke noma eyoyikhokha lapha yana ke kuyena Mohane ukuthi wena owanikeza ngesiqinisekiso ukuthi leyo mali leyo ayihambe ke iyofuna noma ke iyolandwa ke kubani wena uzoyikhokha.
Yebo.
Yes.
And did you ultimately pay that 2,000?
Wayikhokha leyo 2000.
Ngayikhokha back.
I paid it back.
Despite the fact that, as per the analogy of the court, you don't know why, what was it used for. And Kwabeni has said it was used to pay Mohane.
Nanoma wena nje wawungazi ukuthi izokhokhelwane kodwa ke uGwabeni yena wabeshilo ukuthi yayizokhokhelwa kuyena uMohane kodwa nanoma wena wawungazi ukuthi izokhokhelwane kodwa wayikhokha.
Ngayikhokha.
Yes, I paid it.
Thank you. We back at work, and you just saved by the grace of the Almighty in parting with a hefty 5,000 rand that was demanded by Mohane. Did you ever, after this meeting with the team, Mokgane, Hele, and everybody, did you ever meet with them again?
Emuva-ke kwalo mhlangano lona-ke angithi manje sesibuyele khona-ke emsebenzini kwenzeka-ke uGumusa-ke ukuthi-ke ungawukhokhi lo 5,000 lo. Emuva kwalokho waphinde yini wahlangana nalo leli thimba leli?
Angizange ngihlangana nabo personal. Into eyenzeka ngafona uMkhane kusekuseni.
I never met them again personally, but what happened is I received a telephone call from Mokgane. It was in the morning.
Yes.
Noma ngasakhumbula wangibuza ukuthi konje ushuzi ngubani Sibongo.
Although I cannot remember the year anymore, but he then asked me, what's Shu's surname?
Ngamtshela ukuthi uZondo.
I informed him that it was Zondo.
Yes.
Then maybe 20 minutes later ngathola i-call from uZondo.
Then maybe about 20 minutes later, I received a call from Zondo.
Athi uZondo kimi why ungidayisa emaphoyiseni.
Zondo then asked me, why are you selling me out to the police?
Just a second. As it is the court, my lord, I am informed, reliably so, that Mr. Zondo will definitely come testify here at court. I would therefore request that whatever that this witness says that is going to do with Mr. Zondo, although that will constitute hearsay, let it be provisionally admitted, pending the authentication of that information by Mr. Zondo himself, my lord.
Yes, what is the defense's, the state's attitude about provisional admission of the hearsay? No objection, okay, you can
As
go
it
on.
is the court, my lord. Thank you. Zondo says to you, why are you selling him? Are you snitching him out or you're selling him out?
Uthi why uMkhane uyamfonela uthi ngimnika inamba yakhe.
It says that Mokgane calls him and says that must give him his number.
Uthi mina akaze ngimnike uMkhane inamba. Ungibuze just ukuthi isibongo sakho ushuzi isibongo azoshuza ngubani ngathi uZondo kwakuphela wa-drop i-call.
I then said, I never provided your number to Mokgane. The only thing Mokgane contacted me, asked me Shu's surname. I gave him the surname and he dropped the call. That's all.
Then ngaqeda lapho ngafonela uMabhena ngambuza nginenkinga la uMkhane ufona ushuzi ungiqambela ukuthi inamba uyithathe kimi kanti kimi ungibuza isibongo kuphela.
I then contacted Mabena. I then said to Mabena, this is what is happening. I received a call from Mokgane. He asked me Shu's surname. I gave him the surname. Now he's telling lies about me that I provided him with the number of Shu's.
And I remember about Sergeant Mabena, we said he's deceased. His constitute, whatever that you had a discussion with him when you're telling this court about it, it constitutes hearsay. Although there are exceptions to the hearsay rule. Understand?
Ukhumbuleke ukuthi-ke uma unjalo nje ukhuluma ngaye-ke uMabena ukuthi uMabena akasekho usewashona-ke. Manje-ke konke uzobe ukusho ukuthi kwakuwuMabena noma ngakhuluma noMabena kwasho lokho yilokho abathi-ke yinzwa bathi. Yani amagama akushoyo kumele ukuthi uthi wakhulumisana noMabena wathi uMabena angeke uMabena eze la enkantolo azoqinisekisa lokho kushoyo. Ukhulume ngoZondo ummeli wathi uZondo uzobizwa na njengofakazi. Akufani ke uMabena angeke eze azoyiqinisekisa le nto ithethayo. Le nto ikhulumayo. I hear you.
Do you understand? So is there anything significant that came out from the conversation that you had with Mr. Mabena relating to the call that we've just mentioned?
Into anjani uMabhena wathi as from now on ayisekho into ozoyikhuluma noMkhane. Whatever ekhamba kuGininda izofire mina.
Okay.
He said to me that as from now on, there's nothing that you are going to discuss with Mokgane. Whatever will be coming from Gininda, you will hear it via me.
Thank
or
you.
through me.
And did you receive any phone call now from Mr. Mabena in relation to this case immediately after that discussion?
Yebo ngifona uMabhena wathi angazi wakuzokwenza ayibani la ePretoria wangilanda le eBekersford.
Yes, Mabena fetched me in Bekersford. I don't know what was to be done. Or ID parade. Some ID parade was to be held here in Pretoria, so he fetched me in Bekersford.
Yeah, let us start it from the basic. On a certain day, you receive a call from Mr. Mabena with information that you needed to come to Pretoria to come and attend an identification.